Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your #1 spot for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. I am Mr. 901 Tommy Jackson, official maestro of content for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. And today, we got that old juicy news for you that we're picking up, slamming down on the ground and breaking all around. That's right, we've got a full detail of the event for old Tigress, Penelope, and the rest of this old Lunar team. And we're going to see what they're all about, if you know what I mean. We're going to head over to the blog post over at Looney Tunes and check it out. So here we go. Tigress, Penelope, and the Lunar team. I'll leave a link to this blog post in the description below. Let's see what it says, though. A cool breeze wafts over the steep green hills of rice paddies. A small pagoda stands on one of these hills with a spilled can of orange paint at its base. A small tiger sits underneath. Wait, is that Penelope? Celebrating the year of the tiger, Tigress Penelope arrives to finally complete our lunar team and turn them into a real powerhouse in Alliance War. Built around their own custom ascension mechanic, this team will slowly build up in power as each of their members ascends, while also building up plenty of buffs and debuffs. Lunar Petunia will also be receiving a rework to Lunar Blessing and is now a passive that triggers at the start of Petunia's turn, and instead of granting turn meter, it heals. So Lunar Blessing is getting reworked here, guys. Now, the minute this news dropped on the stream today, we did a big giveaway, 20,000 gems on Twitch, doing it every winning Wednesday. So come join us over there, twitch.tv/Mr. 901 Tommy Jacks. But this broke, and we're like, uh-oh. Be still my heart. Please don't ruin Lunar Petunia. I don't think they did. Now, we're going to have to see how this applies in-game, but the way that this is looking, Lunar Blessing, unless incapacitated at the start of this tune's turn, grant one of each stat up for the rest of the battle. If ascended, cleanse each team member of a random debuff, healing them for 45% heal power. Now, we took a kind of a in-depth look at her current kit and then compared it. So they took the turn meter away, but honestly, with her, that was kind of redundant because all it did was you hit Lunar Blessing and then you hit one of her moves anyway. Now it's just going to be a passive and it heals. So this might actually be a buff, especially the way that the team works. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and we will continue. Now, they do give us a breakdown of Tigress Penelope here. As a lot of you folks saw, the footage for Tigress was super early. It switched back and forth between support, attacker, this, that, and the other. But you can see right here, Epic Attacker, Avaloony, Cat, Lunar. Power, 67,128. Attack, 25,38. Defense, 3,669. Health, 9,213. And that speed is what we need at 219. Not bad at all. So we're going to look over this kit real quick. And then after we do this, we're going to do a little breakdown of the team and then go into the event details. So the basic attack is Praying Hunter. Deal 110% damage to target enemy, inflicting defense down for 2 turns. If ascended, reduce the cooldown of Sweeping Cranes by 1. Then we've got a passive, Way of the Chi. Whenever this tune hits an enemy with 3 or more defense down, gain 20% turn meter. The first time 2 or more enemies have 5 or more defense down, this tune ascends, silencing all enemies. They literally have a smorgasbord of different passives that will really keep you on your heels. Here's another, speaking of passives, Pouncing Tiger. Unless incapacitated, at the start of this tune's turn, inflict defense down for 5 turns on all enemies. Sure, why not? And if ascended, inflict 3 recovery down on the most injured enemy. So, you know, handicap right there. At the end of this tune's turn, unless incapacitated, enemies receive 2% damage for each defense down on the enemy team. So, you got a little trickle damage there on top of all that, and that's a passive. That's just happening. All right, let's look at her first special, Defensive Meditation. Grant 3 defense up for 2 turns to allies with Taunt. Then gain a piercing up maximum of 6 for each defense up they have. Gain 40% turn meter. if this tune is ascended, grant that much piercing up to all allies as well. Well, sure, why not? And you can see how this directly correlates with Lunar Toro, because he's the one that's going to have taunt. He's going to have the defense up. Pretty cool there as well. And then the second special skill, Swooping Cranes. Now, this is the ability that gets its cooldown reduced by 1 with Praying Hunter if she is ascended. So deal 65% damage to target enemy, calling all allies to assist for 50% damage. If ascended, this tune attacks inflict 3 defense down. So it's not so much about Tigress. It's about the team. It's how they work. Check this out. While in Alliance Wars, Lunar team members have 10% plus to their stats. And this tune's attacks grant your team defense up for 3 turns. When placed on defense in Alliance Wars, while this tune remains in battle, enemies have negative 50% dodge chance and negative 50% counter chance. As you see how they actually play, that may be pretty daggum strong right there. So let's take a look at the Lunar team real quick, and let's take a look at what their idea of how this team works and how they work with each other. So Lunar Toro, of course, is the legendary for this team. Taunt and heals each turn, and passive empowers ascended, stack speed ups or stack speed downs, hits fast and hard with Master Speedy. Lunar Petunia passively buffs and heals, and she hits like a truck. By the way, I want to add that in there. And then Tigress Penelope, her defense downs cause damage each turn, and there's going to be a lot of them by the looks of it. So here we go. The key tips to this team. Auspicious Awakening. Each member has the ability to ascend. Ascending a character will trigger an instant effect and add extra effects to their abilities. They will also gain plus 25% attacks for each ascended member when around Lunar Toro, so focus on ascending early. And by the looks of it, the way it's set up, you should be able to have at least half the team ascended by turn 3, is the way it's looking. We'll, of course, be live when the event drops, so you guys can tune in and we'll play along and we'll see how mean this team actually is. So Lunar Blessing, play safe for the first couple of rounds until Lunar Petunia ascends. You'll then have access to automatic heal at the start of her turn. Lunar Toro will help as he can taunt automatically each turn and heal himself, both passively and active. So by the rework, literally, she's automatically healing each turn. She's like a Pepe LeBard. She's like a Hillbilly Hare, but she can also clear stuns. She can heal the entire team once she ascends. We're definitely going to keep a close eye on Lunar Petunia and how that works. Passive Specialties. Every Lunar team member has a key ability that will trigger passively. Be aware of them, as they also play a part in that tune's ascension, which we've seen in a lot of their kits. And then Quick Reflexes. Tigress Penelope brings more ammo for Alliance Wars, as they get the plus 10% stats all around and defense up on each of her attacks. Playing in defense will also inflict their enemies with negative 50% dodge and negative 50% counter chance. So I think anybody who's been playing this any amount of time can see what I mean by the team looks pretty mean. All right, so here's an event overview. Now, we're not going to go over every single table in this thing. We will leave a link in the description below. But I want to go over some of this because, let me just put it out there, guys. It's an Alchemist Frankenbeans event. We know that that's more so of a you play every day event, as opposed to let's go through, unlock the character on Friday and auto win Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This is going to be something that you got to play each time. So I thought it was super important to give you guys the event details if you didn't know about them already. So in this event, you will have to complete repeatable event quests to earn the Tigress bead energy necessary to progress in the special campaign, Year of the Tigress, which is the only source of Tigress Penelope pieces outside of a ticket wheel. Yes, there is a ticket wheel, so if you've been saving up your tickets, now might be the time to pull them out the old mattress. It is a rainy day a-coming. So, completing a repeatable quest will also help you progress in tournaments, as each Tiger Speed Energy collect will have 1 point towards that tourney. So here are the basic overview. Unlocks at level 40. Good luck, though, level 40 players getting too far in this. February 4th to February 8th, there's 3 campaigns. A special campaign, Year of the Tigress, which we know that's where we can get Tiger Shards. The main campaign, New Year, New Cat. And a challenge campaign, Lunar Challenge, which is where we take in all of the Lunar Tunes. You've got daily quest and repeatable quests, solo and alliance tourneys. There are 3 wheels, which we will go over. And here are your featured tunes: Lunar Toro, Tigress Penelope, Master Speedy, Lunar Petunia, Marvin the Marvelous, Tweety the Twoo, Babyface Finster, Racketeer Rabbit, and what we're all assuming is the next Battle Pass, Samurai Sheepdog, and Big Chungus. So essentially your campaigns are going to be set up like this. The special campaign, Year of the Tigress, requires that special bead energy so that you can go through this campaign. You use featured tunes to obtain Tigress Penelope pieces, secret stuff, and useful tune-up materials for Tigress Penelope. Main campaign, New Year, New Cat, you bring the featured tunes to fight for Tigress hats, Lunar Toro pieces, gold tickets. Tigress hats can be used in special event exchanges, so that's one of our multiple MacGuffins for this one. And then, of course, the challenge campaign is where you're going to take in the whole team. You're fighting for Tigress hats, secret stuff, cosmic stones, and golden tickets. And they say here the main campaign and the challenge campaign will be a useful place to both spend energy and collect the hats for the repeatable quest. And then here's the repeatable quest. Essentially, this is set up just like the Alchemist Frankenbeans event, the Deck Swab Dog event, so on and so forth. Daily quest available for 24 hours and will reward you for completing specific tasks with featured tunes pieces. Golden tickets, tune-up tickets, gems, and campaign energy. So part 1, day 1, campaign, focus on collecting Tigress hats and using campaign energy. Part 2, brawl. You'll be tasked with brawling and opening brawl crates. That's day 2 is the grind. 3, crate cracker. Let the grind continue. Time to spin the silver and gold wheels. Stealing crates also encouraged. So the reason that I say the grind is because in these two, part 1 and part 2 and part 3, it's all about crates, okay? And it's really a struggle for some people to hold on to crates that they need. But then day 4, it's kind of a smorgasbord. Go all out, both brawling and in the campaign, to claim up to 3 cosmic stars for Tigress Penelope. So each of these quests are repeatable. As it says here, each day a new set of repeatable quests will unlock and allow you to complete them until the end of the event. You will be able to complete each quest a total of 20 times, and each will award 1 Tigress bead energy, 10,000 gold, and 25 secret stuff. The following quests will become available each day. So they're actually letting you know what these quests are. So part 1, use 500 campaign energy, collect 650 Tigress hats. Part 2, brawl 3 times, open any 6 brawl crates. Part 3, spin the silver wheel 3 times, spin the gold wheel 3 times, and you can keep doing them, so on and so forth. Completing repeatable quests will provide you with the Tiger Speed energy needed to progress in the special campaigns and rack up points for the tournament. And then we've got all of our tournament points and milestone, top reward, including a 7 cosmic star Tigress Penelope, and you do receive bead energy for each repeatable event quest you complete, which we know that, and that's going to give you a point for each one you get. We'll leave a, for the milestones, we've got the link in the chat for you to peruse all of that, but let's take a look at the wheels real quick. So this event will feature 3 wheels: the ticket wheel, silver wheel, and gold wheel. Now the ticket wheel, you can take 3 tickets and spin for a chance to win Tigress Penelope and other featured tunes. This is the only wheel featuring Tigress Penelope, so keep that in mind. And we'll be going over all the drop rates and all of that when this event drops live, because we'll be live right here on YouTube. If you haven't already done it, hit the subscribe button and bang the hell out of that old bell so that you're notified when we go live, because every time a brand new tune or event drops, we're live right here on YouTube with you, the Jax Army. So then the silver wheel will exchange 1 Tigress silver for a chance to win Lunar Toro and other featured tunes. And then the gold, you can exchange 1 Tigress gold for a greater chance at winning Lunar Toro pieces. So basically, silver and gold wheel, the chances just increase. The Tiger Silver and Tiger Gold can be obtained by opening special event lunar crates from brawling. These crates are available to all level 40+ players that have unlocked at least 2 featured event tunes. So there you go. If you're not seeing them, you might not have the tunes just yet. So there are event exchanges for these Tigress hats. You got 75 Master Speedy for 300, 75 Lunar Petunia for 300, 40 Marvin the Marvelous, 75 Tweety the Twoo, 30 Babyface Fencer, 30 Racketeer Rabbit. These are actually double. This is the first time we've had a chance at these guys since they came out. That's double what they would normally be. And then you've got Ultimate XP Potions, 100,000 gold, or you can switch out 10 Crest of Mayhem or 100 Battle Badges. Usually that's a little steep, but hey, do what you gotta do. And that is all the event info for you right there. Tigress Penelope coming to the game this Friday. We will be live for that event. So run, don't walk to that old subscribe button, baby, because it's gonna be a good time in the old town tonight. Like I said before, if you haven't already done it, subscribe to the channel. This is your #1 spot for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. And throw a like on this thing while you're at it. After all, it is the Jax Army versus Al G Rhythm. And let's make Don Cheadle's day a little bit less good. All right, guys, that's what we got for you today. We're going to catch you down the road. But until then, rise up, Jax Army. Stay loony. And we're going to catch you down that old Lunar Tigress. Let's go road.